Alright y'all, so what's going on YouTube? It's your boy 2Lav, and for today's video, as you can see, this is the Acer Aspire T, or whatever the name is, I'm not really sure. Now this PC is my old office PC that I used to record console gameplay, never to do anything else, so it cannot even run Roblox on the lowest graphics. I even tried playing Fortnite on this PC back in 2018 when creative became just a thing, and that didn't even go well. But for today's video, we'll be turning this office PC into a budget gaming PC, and I don't even know why I thought about it 8 years later. Now let's get into the video. Alright, what's the deal, y'all? So now what we gonna do is go through the specs for right now. I had to reset the PC prior, or like right before making this video. It was running really slow, and then now it's working pretty decently. I can move things around, so I'm assuming it's because erasing all the files and stuff just made it easier. As you can see, we have a 7th gen i5 showing that 3 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM, DDR4. I thought it was DDR3 at first until I realized there's a sticker on the side of the damn case, which took me to record the PC doing B-roll to figure out that part. 1 terabyte hard drive, terrible. The boot is so bad, bro. Integrated graphics, played Fortnite in 2018 using this. And I was playing on 30, 40 FPS. If I was to play Fortnite now, it'd be overly bad. But yeah, now what I'm gonna do is I wanna hop on Roblox, to be honest. I wanna show you guys how Roblox is. If you're wondering how I'm recording, I'm not using OBS on this computer to record. I have a dual PC setup, so I'm using my recording PC to record this. So yeah. Alright y'all, so we got into a Roblox game, and it is taking a little minute to load. Alright, we good. It loaded up a little bit. Alright, it's not running too bad, not gonna lie. Actually, it's not running that bad at all, but I'm pretty sure this is the lowest graphics though. So we have it on the lowest graphics for right now. Yep, we have it on the lowest graphics. It's not running that bad. It's probably different for you guys on the capture card. Like I said, I have a recording PC, so it's gonna look cleaner on your end than mine. It has like little stutters, but not that much. But let me put the graphics all the way up. Oh shoot, I didn't even know there was a ramp right there with the. And oh my goodness. now it's in 30 FPS, but like I said, I don't know how it is in your point of view looking at it. It's probably smooth on y'all end, but just know on mine is bad. 66% of memory, 84%, 68% on the CPU. Is low-key not that bad, but I know for a fact if I was to play anything besides Roblox, this is blowing up. I kind of want to try something else now. Ooh. Well, bruh. We on the game. My goodness. Alright y'all. So let's go into the settings. Let's see what the we locked in at in performance mode, which is great. Good start. Should I put this in? Yeah, let's put it in full screen. No VSync, 60 FPS, and then it's gonna take a minute to scroll down. I might have to put the 3D resolution down, but let me turn on the FPS. Oh my goodness. Like it's not even loaded, bro. I got the 3D resolution at 100. I'm gonna drop that down. Let's do like, see how it feels on 50. Why is this my life? Why is this my life? Why? 6 FPS, 5 FPS, 3 is crazy. And I'm just in the main menu, bro. Alone. Now the graphics is looking kind of crazy though. I'm getting 6 FPS. I'm not gonna lie. Loading into a pub game will literally blow up the PC. I'm going into the pit. Ah! Bitches ain't shit. Hold on. We in the game though. Shit. Cool little 9 FPS. That ain't too bad, y'all. Along the game looking kind of crispy though, ain't it? Why is the game flickering? Is it supposed to do that? Hey, oh, it froze. Yeah, so this definitely doesn't feel the same as when I played in 2018. That was a pretty good game. We got a couple kills in, as you can see. Oh, the game crashed? Nah, the gameplay was very smooth, 700 FPS. Oh, God damn All right, y'all, man. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the new parts I will be adding into the PC. But yeah, to start off, the first two new parts I got for the PC, well, I already had these from my last actual gaming PC that I have, is some G.Skill RAM sticks. This is 32 gigabytes of RAM. I have another 16 as well. I have this 16 as well, but I'm just gonna put 32 into it. Next item, CPU cooler. All right, what's good, y'all? I just want to add in a little disclaimer on this part. I ended up changing out the CPU cooler, so I took out this cooler master and put in the Arctic Freezer 7X CO because the Cool Master was not cooling the CPU down. Like, I was at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. I put the new CPU into it, or CPU cooler, and it cut that literally in half. 100 degrees, 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Added some thermal paste onto the CPU with it like I did with the Cool Master, and it made the performance on the PC 100 times better. And then here, I have a 500 watt power supply. I'm not sure this is gonna fit in the case. This is low key, I don't know, man. But we gonna see if it's gonna fit. If it doesn't, I'll make it fit because I'm not about to waste my money, you know what I'm saying? I bought a fan as well, which is gonna go in the back panel. But this is an 80 millimeter. I probably should have got a 92 millimeter because this low-key looks like it's like too small. But we're gonna see. Hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure 80 millimeter will still go with it. But yeah, we'll see. I have a SATA SSD for it. This is gonna be the boot drive. And then I have NVMe M2 SSD. This is just gonna be for the gaming. I'm not going to use the SATA for the gaming because the NVMe will be a little bit faster, even though the PC and the motherboard might not be able to run it too well. I'm just going to use this for gaming. And then, last but not least, I have a 3050, RTX 3050 dual fan, 6 gigs of VRAM, GDDR6. There will be no overclocking. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe for the RAM, but not for the GPU. We'll see if that'll work out. But yeah, man, I have a 3050. Let's get into it. What's the deal, y'all? So, the footage of me building the PC, that be gone. But I can go ahead and show the end result of the build, and then we gonna test out the build. And then we also gonna go over the prices of the build. You feel me? It's a win-loss. It's okay though, cause like when I was building it anyway, it was a lot going on. I had to do a lot of workarounds for certain things, move things here and there. And also the build kind of ratchet simply because the cords from the power supply is all over the place. So I gotta get that figured out to make the PC look a little bit cleaner. But yeah, man. All right, what's the deal, y'all? So we are on the upgraded PC parts on this budget PC from back in 2017. We're gonna go over the specs, and by the way, ignore the background. This PC is not for me. I'm sending it out to my homie, so I made this the background for him. First thing first, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did replace the CPU. I put in the 6700K, i7, 4 gigahertz. Right now, it says it's running at 1 and 2 gigahertz. When I first tested it out, it was at 3.8. It was stable. It was hitting 4.0. It damn near hit 4.2. I don't know why it's tripping out, but it is what it is. 32 gigs of RAM. I have a SSD, a SATA SSD, and then I also have a NVMe SSD in here as well. And then we have a 3050. First game I'm gonna unfortunately try out is Fortnite. Now, as you can see, there is a hand cam. And when I play Fortnite, I use keyboard joystick. I don't know if you're able to see it. Let me turn the light on for you really quick. Here's my keyboard joystick right here. So we're gonna hop on the game. I'm gonna change my binds on there, and then yeah, we're gonna get right into it, man. I do want to mention in the video, I confirmed all my edits. So let me go ahead and show y'all that. Auto confirm edits on none. I reset myself and I confirm all my edits myself. This is on 120 Hertz. So, you know, it's going to be like a little bit off to me. And on top of that, the keyboard is delayed. Like I said, the mouse is a little off to me as well. So I'm just not going to be playing like how I want to play. All right, I couldn't get into a realistic 1v1 game. So I'm going to just play in the regular 1v1s. Yeah, this definitely feels a little delayed. Like, not even a little, like very delayed. Well, since I'm waiting for somebody to join, as y'all can see, I look up, FPS, the highest is 260. Yeah, let's say 260. Lowest about 160. While I'm waiting for somebody, if I build a round, FPS is not that bad. Now, personally, I'm just not used to the low refresh rate, the 120 hertz. My bad. I'm not used to that, but for the person I'm giving it to, that person's been on console, so like 120 to them is gonna be like a huge difference if they have a 120 hertz monitor. If not, he's still gonna be on 60, but he still have the PC experience at the end of the day. All right, I put the frame rate limit to 144. I have somebody I'm about to 1v1. I'm gonna do a couple of rounds, and I'm hopping on the next game. What? Oh my God. Yo. Tiger. What?
Man, I don't know what to say. I'm a champion.
Bruh, shut your bitch ass up.
Anyways. Hold on. Free build into... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me... free build into... Oh my... I can't free build. Oh my goodness, bro. This keyboard is not it. Hold on. Let me... Hold on. I got y'all. Damn! On to the next game. Now, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what game we gotta go ahead and play next, but y'all know nothing about this, bruh. We playing some solitaire. We gonna put that on hard mode. Now let's get into it. Y'all may not have been able to witness greatness, but just know I solved it. Got that done in 4 minutes. What you know about that? None of y'all is beating me in this. All right, y'all, I put the frame rate limit to 300. That's the max. I probably could have just put it to, unlimited. Yeah, we're gonna have it on unlimited. We're gonna see the highest FPS. And also another thing, I have weird settings on this game as well. My movement is WASQ when I'm not using keyboard joystick on Fortnite. So far, the frames aren't even bad. It's really like hard stuck in the 60s. I haven't really seen anything go above that or under that. Also, I'm still using the same OP1 mouse I do not like. Same keyboard I don't like, as you guys can see. But yeah, game is pretty smooth. I didn't really come in here to like be a nerd at the game. I just really came in here to see the performance. It's already weird enough playing on 120 hertz. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. As y'all can see, the performance is pretty decent. Between like 50 to 70. Say like the highest I've seen was probably like 68, 66. The person I'm giving it to is most likely gonna be on 60 hertz anyway, so the performance for him is gonna be like a little bit on the smoother end compared to me. I have this at 120 hertz, so the performance is gonna be a little bit less. Only on COD. On any other game, this PC is running any other game. I have Tony Hawk downloaded, very smooth. What other game do I have downloaded? I have a whole bunch of other games that I tried out. Everything else is good above 60. This one's the only one that's just really stuck at 60. All right, y'all, we back with it, man. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be going over the parts that I did buy for this PC. Now, I do want to let you guys know the PC that I used was a PC that I got in 2017, and that PC was from QVC or whatever, one of those, those commercial shows that shows like different stuff that you could buy. I begged my mother at the time I was in high school. I begged her to get it because I knew I was gonna use it to record console gameplay for my YouTube channel, and I do appreciate that because that helped me get up to 600-700 subscribers, 800 subscribers at the time, and I did it that way. But yeah, so that PC was probably like $600. It was paid for monthly, and I think it took 6 months for it to be paid off, so I appreciate my dukes for that. But that's besides the point. So that's $600, but that PC now is probably not going to be anything more than $200 if we're being honest. Personally, what I would do is I would go to eBay and get an Optiplex and then upgrade that from there. You can get a low profile GPU and then go from there. But yeah, anyway, so these are the parts that I did buy. On the right side, as you can see, this is a 6700K. I got it for $45 off of eBay. So yeah, man, when I saw that price, I went and got that immediately. The GPU was $200. Oh, and another thing, I did add some things to the build that you don't even have to do if you're going off of this video for an idea for a budget PC. You don't have to do this if this is not in a budget to you. But me personally, the reason why I added certain things was because I knew I was giving this to one of my homies and he was going to be using this as a main PC. So I'm not just going to leave it as something like $200 and then, you know what I'm saying, not have enough space, or keep the hard disk drive that was in it in the first place and leave him with that slow piece of, you get what I'm saying. I got a 2TB M2 SSD. I got this for him. It was for $130. I got it from him for his gaming. And then I also got this SATA SSD. This is what I use as his C drive for his regular folders and everything like that. This was a 1TB. So I replaced the hard disk drive and put that in there instead. And it boots up so much faster. This is the exhaust fan I got. It was $6. It works perfectly fine. I got a 500 watt power supply for $40 for him. This was good enough for the 3050 and then the CPU that it has. The 32 gigabytes of RAM that I had it from my current gaming PC that I use as my main. I had 48 gigs of RAM from the 216 gigabytes that I showed, and then the 32s I replaced them with 64s when I got a new motherboard. So I just had the extra RAM sticks and gave him 32 because he's going to be gaming and he might also be streaming as well. So the better CPU and the extra RAM would help him out. Now, last but not least, this is the cooler I got. I also did get that i30 cooler, but the cooler just wasn't cooling the CPU like it should have. I replaced it with the Arctic Freezer 7X CO. It literally cut the temperature of the CPU in half. Like, it was 212 degrees Fahrenheit. It literally went down to 107, 97, 103, 92 degrees, stuff like that. So yeah, it was a very good idea for me to get this CPU. The i30 was just terrible for me. Hopefully my homie do like it. And also, I did do this build on my birthday, which is July 16th. I bought all the parts on my birthday. I built everything when it got in through that weekend. I did it out of my enjoyment. I did it just because I wanted to do it for him, and I decided to make a YouTube video out of it. I did calculate everything all together, and this is how much I spent. This is without tax, by the way. It was $514. For some people, this might not be budget, but to me, it was budget because the RAM was free and the PC was free, but damn near, because I had it for so long, it doesn't even feel like I spent anything on that part. I decided to go overkill with the SSDs. Cool, I didn't have to do that. I could have left it how it was, but I knew it would be somebody actually using this every day, so I decided to upgrade that for him as well. But yeah, $514 in my opinion is very budget friendly. That's about it. I do appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like, go ahead and comment, let me know what you guys like most, what I could have changed, but I do appreciate y'all. It's your boy Lav, and I'm out.
Shining like I'm golden, walking like I'm Jesus, but I am not holy. Oh no, I'm up my dosage, I think I can feel it, but now